Hey guys, Massiris here, and welcome back to Oxenfree month episode number 5. Although this series has literally 0 views on it for some reason. Anyways, let's go to the basement of this house. Here we go.
Be careful, that film's really flammable. Wouldn't want Smokin' Johnny to light the house on fire.
Ha ha.
Alright, there's already something in here. Experiments and Findings of Experienced Phenomena, January 52.
Awesome. Oh man,
Okay.
if this turns out to be just prehistoric home videos...
Yeah.
I'm sure this is just the
Ah, it's just the first thing. Just give it a second to warm up, will you?
Okay, we're getting warmer, I think.
Yeah, how do we get in? It's just like the cave wall, only steel or whatever bomb shelters are made out of.
This looks like the end, but from the wrong film thing.
No, wait. This is something I actually remember from that stupid radio tour thing, because it, sounded so weird. It's called the call and response system. It unlocks the bomb shelter. This is showing us how to do it. See? It says, when someone sends an emergency signal from the Catbird station in the woods, and the receiving station confirms it. It's like a connected response thing.
Wait, I think we just time jumped. I don't know, we skipped a bunch of stuff.
Huh? No, we didn't.
Yeah, we're okay.
Alright then.
Alex and me will head through the woods, do the, call part. You and Ren can hang by the door to the bomb shelter and open it when it's ready.
Wait, I'm sorry, I kinda zoned out there for a second. What are we doing?
Ren and Nona are team, Soaring Eagle, and you and I are Awesome Squad.
I want that one.
And we're splitting up to work on some old-fangled machinery to open the bomb shelter, to get into the cave, to yada yada yada, save our lives or whatever.
Okay. Use the response station to open bomb shelter. I don't feel like doing that straight away, though. Okay. There are
Alright.
the other buildings
Break.
that I want to open.
And if anything goes wrong, please, don't tell me. I won't want to know.
Well, now I'm gonna run over there and
Yes.
specifically tell you at the first drop of bad news.
No!
Yes! So wait, where is it located? Oh yeah, that's the bridge dam building. Oh man. I want to go and check out the other 2 buildings though. And also all the other areas. Because I haven't checked out the other areas to see what there was. I haven't been out to the beach since the start of the game. Nor the cliffs. And my brain is just telling me there's something important in both of them. And also I just want to check out the cave and see if it is how bad the cave-in is. It looks exactly the same. Ooh.
Oh, Maggie says she
Yes.
hopes the notes are found by the correct person. Well, I guess that'll have to be us.
To whoever is finding these notes, understand my hope is that by enshrouding this intelligence in such an obtuse manner, its detection will discourage most innocent seekers, thereby allowing it to befool the correct person and not the easily distracted military mind, nor the typically bewildered excursionist. Do not blame the submarine crew. I don't believe its passengers like Henry Griffin can even understand what has truly happened to them. And you do not have to forgive me for my myriad failures, but please remember the name Anna Shea know that she did not deserve her fate. Okay. That is still there. I'm glad I decided to take a detour. The detour was really worth it to get the letter. I wonder if I'm gonna find more letters though, because wasn't there like a few, and they got spread out. Keep your eyes peeled for rocks and letters. Oop. Come on. I think I just saw a flash of yellow on the screen. I don't know if it was an actual thing or not, but there was something. I'm guessing there's going to be a letter out on the dock or something like that. That's why I've come all the way back here. And this video's been rather quiet so far, so I haven't been talking much. What was that?
Oh my God, the Kamiloa was destroyed by friendly fire? We've been lied to all this time.
This is letters part 1. The U.S. Walter Roy, a destroyer escort, sunk the SSS Kamiloa with friendly fire on October 15th, 1943. It had held a developmental nuclear reactor in its belly and had been sent out 2 weeks earlier as a test of its capabilities. Relatively few even knew of its existence, which tripled the base's confusion when the submarine's communications had been cut. No one outside of a handful of us would ever know the truth. I would discover later that a weapons technician of the Walter Roy had been at Francis Salter's wedding. Salter was an engineer on the Kamiloa. I don't know why, but it's strange to me. Okay. That's interesting. Now, is there anything down the docks? That's my number one question right now. It's just like, I'm gonna swim off this island and get out of this place. Yeah, you go do that. Tell me when you get to Mexico. And out of nowhere just gets a phone call. Hey, I made it to Mexico. What? You made it all the way to Mexico? glad I came back here. Now, let's go back to the cliffs and unlock that door. Because there's 1, 2, and 3 doors, which are just going to be the things that I need to unlock anyway, so I'm taking the long route to beat the game. Oh.
That woman, Marianne Bozick, helped her transcribe the ghost's transmissions.
Marianne Bozick, forever engraved on the Command Annex's memorial plaque, was a kind, humble woman who helped me decode the ghost's unusual messages. I don't think she ever really believed my hypothesis that they were relays from the sunken submarine, even though she corresponded with, as she put it, a man named Calvin, an electrician who died on the Kanaloa. I pieced together the truth in the cover-up and my own tragic mistake that killed him and his mates after months of careful deciphering. There's another green spot. Wait, 140.1. Probably have to go and do the other one first. I don't like that, because it just means I've taken the long route for no reason. Other than the letters, that is important. I've tuned into that pile. There's gonna be something on. Whoa. Why is Ren drowning?
Alex, okay, are you back to normal?
I just saw, it was like a premonition, I think, and I know that sounds whatever, but this must be what it's like when people say they do that, because I kind of just saw Ren drowning.
Okay, just take it easy for a second. You went all red-eyed, like when we get possessed.
I did?
You stopped walking and started mumbling, and then your eyes lit up like little road flares. It only lasted like a minute, but we should hurry up and do this before the door on you opens any wider to them.
But the thing with Ren, it was so real. It was like I was there with him. Maybe we should go back.
But I'm sure he's fine, so let's finish what we started.
Oh, did I get this one?
For its schooling and the tragic sinking of the USS Kanaloa, the fort's spirit will always be that of the watchful sentry, steady, protective, and ever vigilant of enemies both foreign and domestic. This is the Sentry, sculpted by Lieutenant Peter Hasborough. It was installed here in 1979 to remind all who view it of Fort Milner's original intent, to serve as a beacon of harbor defense. Though the base would eventually become acclaimed as the birthplace of many radio innovations during World War II, and until its deactivation would be known more for its schooling and the tragic sinking of the USS Kanaloa, the fort's spirit will always be that of the watchful sentry, steady, protective, and ever vigilant of enemies both foreign and domestic. This...
Okay, let's move on. Hang on. Oh no, that's not a rock pile. I thought that was a rock pile, but it's not. Let's make a quick pit stop to the comm tower because I'm curious if there's a letter here on the path up. Because if there is, that's good. That means it's another one found. Come on, please let... I see it.
Oh,
Yes.
she was working at the tower the morning they sank.
I was on watch duty in the tower when it happened, having gone back from an early leave for the reading of my father's will. For years I chargedly blamed him for this, too, but his one last act against me, but it was nobody's fault, or decision, but my own. I sure it was Francis Salter who sent the Kanaloa's distress signal. It had been cut off. I still don't know why, and I hastily interpreted the garbled transmission as an attempt to jam radar. So I sent back the guidebook recommendation to scout and bomb if necessary. Oh, she could have saved them. She could have had a chance to save the people on that submarine, but she mistaked it for an attempt to jam raiders. Whoops. Won't go making that mistake again. If there was one on the tower, I'm going to be annoyed because it's just like, yeah, I'm not climbing all the way up that tower just for a letter. Like, I've done the bare minimum for a letter. But they didn't put one way out on the dock, so should be fine. Anyways. Oh, now I think I know why that random spot was there.
You know what time it is? You think this tuning into the tear thing's gonna work? Like, really?
Jonas, I know you can't tell, but we keep time jumping. It's just not good, that's all.
Okay, well, let's hurry up then, try to do this, and get out of here.
Is there a letter around here? I know I'm not taking the bottom route again, but again, there's letters just been littered around here, and I'm curious to find them. I'm a curious bee. I need to find the letters to find out what's going on around here. There
I guess
it is.
Maggie was the one who had this place turned into a park.
After the fort closed, I used the considerable resources from my father's endowment to buy up most of the land or influence government officials to declare that which I could not buy protected. I have not been entirely successful and have watched in horror as a small tourist industry has precariously sprung upon this cursed island. Even the family of one of the sailors who died, Calvin Gilbert, set up a restaurant to cater to inquisitive out-of-towners. I can promise this though, the museum will never happen, and the beach and caves will be boarded up. Because there's ghosts. Anyways, let's check the rest of the area. And also I want to do the jump again. That's a fun jump. Itchy nose.
I think this stuff is getting pulled in from like their time or something. This is so weird.
Okay, there's nothing else.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good omen. I think we're running out of runway here.
Mm-hmm. Indeed we are, Jonas. We gotta get through this before the plane crashes. Fun jumps. But you gotta check every inch of place if you're looking for particular items. Oh man, I just hope I don't have to go over to. I probably have to go over to the graveyard for one of the letters.
Now the station's up at the top of the hill.
Yep.
I hope this works.
What do you mean it will work? Let's just check this bottom part first before going over to the graveyard. Nope, nothing here. Turn around, Jonas. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Okay. There's the letter.
She thinks that the ghosts were pushed out of our reality and maybe aren't actually dead.
My belief, bolstered by Anna's and my research, conducted largely at the Cadboat station, where interruptions were rare, is that the men and women of the USS Kanaloa were separated from our dimensional existence by the implosion of the submarine's nuclear reactor. I identified one passenger, Henry, by his call sign, and his confused dictation and reliance on game logic says to me that their emotional states, if not mental states, have been reduced to that of children. A thought I cling to when I envision Anna's demise. That's sad. Seriously, Jonas? Okay, let's go down and see if we can fix Jonas. There we go. We fixed him. Please don't do that again. Jonas, we need you to work properly. to get through the game. God damn it. I don't know if the game's gonna let me progress through the door, but I'm gonna test it now. So it seems like there's only one note per area so far, so... Oh! Jonas, you work! You've actually worked now, Jonas. Oh, that's back. Okay.
Now the station's up at the top of the hill.
Oh.
I hope this works.
Not this again.
Ugh, not this again. We're in another time maze thing.
Okay. Now the station's up at the top of the hill. I hope this works.
Yep.
I am also... hope that.
Let's try this way. Okay. Not that way. Let's try the bridge. Ren?
Ren! Nona, what happened? What's wrong with Ren?
Ren, he had an accident. He died.
What?
I couldn't.
Clarissa
no,
was
come on.
dead.
Clarissa was dead too, but like Bunny Ear's dead, not dead, because apparently killing yourself doesn't actually do anything here.
Alex!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Nona.
Jeez,
I
no.
didn't mean anything.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
He drowned.
She fell.
I don't know. He just stopped.
And now we're sure you remember this part. Maybe not all the little details, but the death of a companion.
Why keep doing this
doing
then?
this?
Why torture me? Why torture my friends? Try and take us over if you know it's not going to work.
Alex, the rules are a little more complicated than you think, dear. It feels good to break script here, we'll admit. You and us, we've played these parts for a long time, and we will continue to play them. Forever, in a conscription by God. But not all existences are made equal, child. So we will continue to try to wear your forms like opening our own personal escape hatch. And we will continue. Forever.
Break script? What are you talking about?
What?
It's helpful just to think of this as a little play, and we're all just our parts. If you really lean in, you forget you ever thought you had a choice in the matter. All right, that's enough deviation for one round. Let's get back to it, shall we? You know the deal. You give us Clarissa, and maybe we let you go free. It's up to you.
I don't get it. Why do you even need my permission if you have her already?
Don't misunderstand. We don't need anything from you except what we can willingly take. We're
Yeah.
merely offering you an arrangement that would leave both parties satisfied. Well, somewhat satisfied.
Fine. Take her.
Take her, then.
You know, it's not often that we meet someone your age that's as mature as you are, Alex. You really understand things. It's been surprising.
Just leave. Please.
Very well. As you were, Alex. We've enjoyed engaging with you tonight.
Oh, okay. Thought I was gonna get on the thing and go to a different area completely. Nona. What's Nona
I know
doing
he was
here?
your best friend, Alex. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. One minute he was there, and then he was just...
How can you not know?
Nona, how could you not know? You guys were... He wouldn't leave your side. How could you miss this?
I don't know. It was... He was like there. He was right there with me, and I turned around, and it was as if he had just gone blank. I didn't know him that well, but I like what I'd gotten to know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. It's colossally stupid of me to talk about him like that with you here. This is... He was more important.
Nona, really, Ren would be flattered to hear you say anything about him, so if he can hear this at all, trust me, he's over the moon right now.
Sure. It's a tiny thing, but I hope he knew that I liked him. And I don't know if he did.
He hopes he did. I think that's enough.
Like I said, it's a tiny thing.
Oh man, that
The
was
station's up
horrible.
at the top of the... Ugh. God, that was... My mouth feels like I just ate a tree.
Listen, Jonas, I did something just now that you need to know. I traded Clarissa to the ghosts so they'd let the rest of us go.
No, you didn't. Alex, how could it? We had a plan. We had the... I mean, why are we going to the bomb shelter at all if you think that's not even gonna work?
I don't trust that tuning into the portal or going into the portal or whatever is gonna fix anything, and this just seemed like our only safe option.
How can we even trust them? They're gonna say whatever they want to get what they want. So I just...
Jonas, I did it for all of us, for everyone left. You'll notice that Clarissa isn't even here anymore.
It doesn't mean that she's a lost cause. That's... I just hope you know... I'm not even gonna say what you're doing, because I just hope you know what you've given up here. Really.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Anyone there?
Right, radio locked. I keep forgetting this thing is that. Okay, I just have to tune it.
CBK 1.
I thought the things out of the numbers station 140.1.
Would have been better had it...
There we go. Okay.
Hello, we're here. We made it. Hello.
Jeez.
Hello.
Finally. Thank you.
If you're being sat on by a very large burglar, just mash the dial with your fist, please.
So, I kind of have a good news, bad news situation here. Good news is we are safe now from the ghostly effects, but, the bad news is I kind of sort of given Clarissa for the trouble.
What?
Yes.
How could you do that?
You would have done the exact same thing if you were in my place. It's a one versus the group thing. You can't...
Shut up. I don't care what you say. I don't care what choice you made.
Hit the,
night, it's
hit
not
the button.
over. We still have time. Hit the damn button and open the stupid door. You're gonna correct this when we get back to the
Whenever
shelter.
you're ready.
Signal verified. Shelter TF1 open.
I guess it worked.
Yeah, it did.
We'll see you at...
Yeah.
She sounds pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'd probably be pissed too.
Close the time hole and save the day. Sorry, I've got some exploration to do first. Ah, nice use of jumping there. Boring. I've got to go back to the other place. That means, because, oh man, I didn't want to go all the way back down to that one, because it's so far. But it's but it is unlockable, so I have to go back there. Let's go to the campground first, though, because I'm doing the treasure collecting run. I'm doing the scavenger hunt. And I think I know where the next letter is, at least. At least in the area that I'm going to now.
My grandmother outlived my grandfather by a few months. And when it was the hardest on her, you know, she said it was like living always just before dawn, when everyone's asleep and you feel totally by yourself, and it's just you and your regrets. She called them concerns, but that's what she meant, regrets.
Jonas, why are you telling me this?
We should not do the Clarissa plan. No. It's not a good idea.
It's too late.
Too late, Jonas. Even if I thought I'd made a mistake, it's too late now. I've committed, all right?
It's not too late, Alex. It's not too late until it's too late. And she's still out there. Think about it.
Okay, Jonas.
I think it would have been interesting, us living together for whatever, senior year. And I'm just glad I met you, that's all. I'm just glad we met.
Of course
Well,
you are.
Come on, of course you are, Jonas. I'm like thoroughly awesome.
Yep, I see a note up there.
Yeah, right. And now we can go back to the whole escaping and trying to live another day thing.
And we're
we're
gonna be fine,
gonna be
by
fine.
the way. There's no... You don't have to put it like it would have been, whatever, to live together. We are gonna live together, and you're someday soon gonna eat all the peanut butter, and when I go make a sandwich, I'm gonna be mad.
All right.
That's quite a exact situation there.
Oh, Maggie thought that the way the ghosts can talk to us and vice versa is waves.
Waves, ooh. And I frequently conducted tests at what was once the East Barracks here during the brutal winter of 51. Waves of any kind, radio, nuclear, electromagnetic, seem able to pass through all existences under certain circumstances, which explained our ability to get communiques from them. What? That doesn't make sense. This might also justify the frequency of hearing one of the Canada's electricians' call signs, Calvin Gilbert, come echoing through the relays. On April 4th, 1952, we would attempt to reverse the manifest breakdown and bring the soldiers back. Oh. But bringing the soldiers back is probably not the best idea, because it's more they could be possessing you rather than you just bringing them back from the dead. Man, I'm seeing flashing lights all over my video, all over my screen right now. I just saw like a green one, then a red one. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, I've already got that one there. Man, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with my video. Go to the relay point. Go to the relay point. Go to the relay point. Anyways, get this. Come on. Up and at 'em. Okay, there's gotta be a letter around here. Nope. Nothing. It's probably down at the well. Of all places it could be, it's back down at the well. Because the well is like an important landmark. Most of the letters are found at important landmarks, so let's go to the well. Hey, got it.
Maggie and Anna tried to bring the soldiers back in the cave.
After stealing equipment from this relay station, Anna and I entered the cave just before dawn to try and communicate directly with the crew of the USS Kanaloa. We successfully tuned in to the source of the temporal tear and spoke, albeit briefly, to Henry Griffin, an SOC sergeant who died on the sub, but the power overwhelmed my dear Anna, and she was absorbed into its ridge. All that remains now is the flickering hue of a partially open gate, a window to a perpendicular space that seems to have augmented the submarine's call. Misspelling on the submarine there. But of all my regrets, perhaps my deepest is knowing Anna's last vision was of me fleeing from her in terror. Oh no. You ran away from your friend in terror? Well, how else are you supposed to react? And this video has been rather quiet. So, I'm gonna actually end the episode here, end the quietest episode here. Links to my YouTube page and my Twitter page will be down below, along with a link to a video for you guys to go and check out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. I'm the Mad Scientist, out.